Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Now it's Foden, in with the challenge. Now it's Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil?
Neymar! Oh, he's hit the bar! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Vitinha threads one in. It's not an especially good pass, that. Rodri. And it's Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. Akanji. Looking for the run. Mbappe. Good driving run. He's having a shot! And he's done it! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the shot! And there's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Tottenham are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Mbappe. Driving forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The ball has bounced loose now. Robertson. Palmeiras, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Tottenham are looking to break at pace. That's been slipped through. Tottenham have a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Hakimi looking to receive it in space. Mbappe. Foden. Tottenham have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Not the most convincing of passes. Gavi. Camavinga. It's Gavi. And here's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! And a neat finish! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Palmeiras cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That ball looks a good one. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Marcelo. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Good read, needed to be. And the finish! Oh, it's come loose. Corner. Tottenham with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Neymar. Palmeiras are looking to go forward now. And it's Gavi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Aimed beyond the defence. Tacho with a definite foul there. Rodri. And that's gone loose. Very decent ball now. Forward to the break after some very good work in the first. Nice looking ball. And that has been cleared. Messi. Foden. It's played through for him. Cross to intercept that. Hakimi. Gavi. Here's Vitinha. And it's Van Dijk. Looking for a runner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Here comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Vitinha gets a good foot in there. Rodri making good progress. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Tottenham are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Neymar. Number 13, Dembele.
Away we go again.
On the field, number 19, Olise.
Tottenham
Number
come out this half
22,
somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Hakimi. Van Dijk. Vitinha. This is a promising build-up. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Vitinha. Not the most accurate pass. Great vision. Now it's Olise. Now it's Yamal. That is a brilliant interception. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Olise. Yamal. Now there's... Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That could spell trouble. Gavi. Can he get away here? Gavi running with intent. And a chance! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Tottenham perhaps contemplating their next change here. Vitinha. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now Van Dijk. Oh, they could be caught out here. That has not gone well. Camavinga. Vitinha. And it's Vitinha. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. It's a good run down the right. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's found a way through. Caicedo. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. That pass has been well intercepted.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That is not getting there. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha. Marcelo. And that pass just didn't quite work. Short changes him with that pass. He's shifting through the gears here. No way through, so back it comes. Marcelo with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Chance! Against the crossbar! Oh, sweet feet. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is masterful defending. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Messi. Vitinha. Vitinha scooting forward.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Gavi gets it away. And they're back on the ball again. And time is up. Tottenham looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Camavinga has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And this is Roberto Baggio. He's got away. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Kimmich clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that's gone loose. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And here's Dembele. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Roberto Baggio, the specialist in tearing teams apart. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Roll! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able... Shot a goal! Kimmich! That's wonderful! About as smooth as it gets. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
No, that's been intercepted. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's a delicate pass. And he's got his range wrong there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Raul. Threads one in. Serginho has it in a wide position. Pinches it off him. Roberto Baggio. Camavinga. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He might be in here! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's having a shot! Camavinga. Tottenham are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's beaten the last man, and the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're here. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Great chance! And a neat finish! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Tottenham may be down, but not out just yet. Takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Yamal. Tottenham have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Mbappe.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And here's Shevchenko. And he's found a way past. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Olise. Yamal. And it's half-time. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Aimed beyond the defence. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's been cut out, well played. Camavinga, tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Rui Costa. Van Dijk. Not the most accurate pass. Raul. And he's forced to go back. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rui Costa.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And he's picked it up out wide. Yamal. That is great defending, so alert. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Olise gets into a good position. He is through here. And he's managed to get free. Raul. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, that's well seen too. Vitinha. Tottenham perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bayer Leverkusen have it back and can go again. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Yamal. Vitinha. Raul.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
Yamal. Could move up a gear here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Baggio. Yamal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Roberto Baggio. That has been slung wide. And he's gone direct here. Tottenham needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Camavinga. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Raul. Tries to play it through. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good chance here! And the ball's come loose here. And that is out of play. Camavinga. Pacho. Camavinga. And it's Vitinha. And it's Camavinga. Olise receives it in a wide position. He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Gavi is offering a wry smile there.
He won't be happy with that one. Donnarumma. Crossed into the box. Tottenham couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Rui Costa. He's shifting through the gears. Rui Costa! And he hits the net. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
There will be
and
1
a
minute
trademark
at a time.
move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So now the difference is 3. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And now, to all members of the crowd,
Your thoughts on today's
I'd
game
like
then,
to
Jim?
ask you to join
One-sided
me in wishing
and
our
only one
birthday
winner,
boy
Peter.
a
The
very
players didn't
special
show enough
birthday.
togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Fernandez makes a dash for it. Serginho. Now he's off and running. Romero cuts it out. Nicely weighted ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Tottenham clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Romero has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. And the counter is on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pacho.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And he's found the way past. Pass is just off target.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Alexander-Arnold was in no mood for any of that. He is through here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rashford stood his ground strongly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Stood up well to him there. It's a searching pass. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Dembele. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Howson. It's a pretty loose pass. Dembele. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Tottenham presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to break the deadlock. Just one winner. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's found a way through.
Oh, really well played.
In by Messi. He's rising! Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Oh, good-looking ball. And he's got the beating of his man. Dembele. This is promising. Takes a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
Tottenham with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Vitinha. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar. This is a promising build-up. And it's Dembele. That has not gone well. Saka. Driven in. Oh, great leap! He's got a goal! Argentina are level. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Argentina restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's shifting through the gears here.
2
And he
minutes
thumps
has
it
been
clear.
indicated.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. No way through, so back it comes. Neymar. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. Oh, there's the shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Neymar.
Argentina get the ball rolling for the second period.
22,
Tottenham are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And that is a little undercooked. This looks promising. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Camavinga. Tottenham do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
So no flag here. Gavi!
Gavi really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Now it's Williams. And it's played into the middle. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. Opts for safety. To McAllister. Serginho. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Dembele. Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Now there's a fine ball. Nico Williams. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Nico Williams. Oh, this is a terrific run.
Such good technique.
He's picked his way through. Nico Williams. Nico Williams was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
He has found a way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, that's fabulous. And he can thump it away. Just about within shooting range. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Chips it through. And he's in one-on-one. He's having a shot! And no mistake. And again they hit the front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Marcelo pulls short. Crosses it in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now that is a hefty challenge.
Tottenham surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Dembele. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Gavi has it in a wide position. Shot at goal! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this?
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Camavinga. And he's quick to snatch it back.
2 added minutes has
Ended
been
up in no
indicated.
man's land. That's a lovely, neat pass. Dembele, looking for the run. Look at the space here. Great chance! Superb from Dembele! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.